diggity dirt. I haven't heard that one in a while, man. Hot diggity dirt. I like that. So I'm sitting in first place with 30 points. Ebo's sitting in second place with 29. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you guys tied for third place with 28 points. Des Dispenser, Kenny C's, Schmedley, Thaden, and Gio, all tied for third with 28 points.
Well, yeah, just letting you guys win. Just wait until the season moves on later on, and then you'll know that things will be different.
Just letting you guys win. What are you smoking over there?
I tell you, that Dr. Oh, Gio.
Okay, I did pick
San Francisco. You cut that out. You don't have anything to say because your Yankees didn't make the playoffs.
I did pick San Francisco to win that game. Okay, thank God. Shoot. Okay, so I got
Otherwise,
31
if not,
points.
Then that would have been a bad choice.
Yeah, that would have been really upsetting. So, and I made my picks already for week 4. I do it a week in advance just in case anything happens. Then if I switch them, I switch them on Saturday nights. But yeah, so I got at least 1 point so far. I'm happy about that. Last week was atrocious, dude. Last week was one of my worst weeks I think I've ever had. I got 6 points. I got 7 points last week.
Well, Gio and I were Skyping, and all of a sudden we talked about that. And Gio and I were saying, man, that is just an awful, awful week.
It was a week. So I'm out for blood this week, kids. I want to get at least 12 points, 13 points. I got to give myself some distance from you sons of bitches who think you can catch me. I get myself some distance. Now, Gio, I'm putting you on the spot right now. If Ebs can't come in, we're grabbing you regardless. You're coming in regardless tomorrow night. If I can get Ebo again, that would be great. I liked having you two guys on. It was a lot of fun going Ebo, Gio.
Are you guys? You guys aren't crying in your iced tea because the Giants are 0-3 and my Patriots are 3.
No, I'm gonna be crying on my iced tea when the Giants go 0-4.
Well, if that happens, you don't even know what's going to happen with Tom Coughlin.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. How about that?
Well, you were upset. Oh, were you angry on Sunday when you and I were Skyping?
I couldn't all of a watch sudden, it no more. I couldn't watch it no more.
It was 24-0.
For some stupid reason, I got up at 10 o'clock in the morning to watch the Giants debacle. On my computer, no less. When it was 23-0, I said, screw this game, they suck.
I'm a happy Patriots fan, especially
You're
when
going to lose this week. You better get used to losing, because you're losing this week.
Well, does that impact Tom Coughlin's job?
What? Does that impact Tom Coughlin's job that the Patriots lose? No, it doesn't.
No, that the Giants are losing, not the Patriots. I'm a happy Patriot fan since they're 3-0.
Oh, they ain't going to be 3-0 after the end of the weekend. They're going to be 3-1.
I don't think. Oh yeah, I can't wait till we get into the picks tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just listen. The Giants can't afford to go 0-4, but with 3 offensive linemen out, they are going to go 0-4. Here's a question for you, one right off the top of my head.
Oh gosh, here it comes.
Right off the top of my head. Here's a preview to the 5 questions. Okay. Here's something even. Remember how we used to do pick-a-side?
Yes, pick-a-side.
Here's a
pick-a-side question.
Here's a pick-a-side question for you instead. Okay? Go back. Let's do a throwback minute here. We used to do pick-a-side. Let's do a pick-a-side question.
Oh, yeah. Here it comes. Fire away.
Will Eli Manning throw 4 interceptions, or will Alex Smith throw 1 interception? Which side of the fence are you on? Ooh.
Oh boy!
You like that one, don't you?
Oh yeah, you really threw me something right there.
You like that one, don't you? Now take it a fact that Kansas City has 0 turnovers in 3 games.
Well, hot diggity dirt, I can tell you, Andy Reid really must have really fired him up before the season began.
Be careful when you say hot diggity dirt. Make sure I'm not drinking.
Well, yeah, you got to cool off on the iced tea.
It almost came out my nose when you said hot diggity dirt. So, there's your choice. Will Eli Manning throw 4 interceptions, or will Alex Smith throw 1? Which side of the fence do you land on?
Oh, gosh. Well, if Eli plays like he did last weekend, he'll throw 4 interceptions.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I really want to say the same thing. I really want to say the same thing.
Because you're being the honest Giants fan.
I'm being
yes.
I'm being the show host. I'm being the sports host, not the Giant
Yes.
fan. I'm being the host. I really want to say the same thing because with three starting offensive linemen not there, he's gonna have to throw the ball fast, so he doesn't get a sack. So I'm thinking that Eli Manning's gonna throw another 4 interceptions before Alex Smith throws one.
And Tom Brady has a magic game.
How about that for a pick aside? Tom Brady's not gonna have a magic game.
Oh,
I hate
Lord.
to tell you something. The Patriots defense is going to have a hell of a time stopping the Atlanta offense. Patriots defense is going to have a hell of a time stopping the Atlanta offense. Atlanta has too much offense for the Patriots defense. Patriots are going to lose.
Oh, give me a break. Look, New England didn't play well the first 2 weeks. They blew out Tampa Bay. It's a sign of.
Who has? Okay, hold on 1 second. Who has New England played?
They played Buffalo in week 1.
Right? Go ahead.
The Jets in week 2, and the Buccaneers in week 3.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. What's the combined win-loss record between all three teams?
Oh.
Tampa Bay's 0-3.
Tampa Bay's 0-3. Jets are 2-1, and the Bills are 1-2.
Okay. They haven't played anybody. Patriots. They played Buffalo, the Jets, and Tampa Bay. Those aren't football teams.
Well, who have the Giants played? They've been so embarrassing ever since the season began.
We're talking about your New England Patriots.
I have been so feisty with humor all day.
They are going to play, right, this week, they're going to play one of the top echelon teams in the NFL on Sunday, which is the Atlanta Falcons. This is going to be the best test. Atlanta Falcons will beat the New England Patriots on Sunday.
Are you sure about that, Master Predictions?
Yes. Yes, you could take that to the bank. Yes.
Are you ready for an update?
Oh, we're at update already? Oh,
yeah, we're having fun already. We're getting carried away.
All right, yeah, you know what? This update is brought to you by BuyHuntingEquipment.com. For all your camping gear, hiking gear, fishing gear, outdoor gear, hunting gear, whatever you need, head on over to BuyHuntingEquipment.com. That's BuyHuntingEquipment.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the only update of the day.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Welcome to Sports World Radio on this Friday.
Mean, oh, Lord, here we go.
I've been laughing because we've both been... This is great sports talk, by the way. September 27th, 2013. It's a Friday. We've reached the bottom of the hour at 7:31 p.m. on the East, which makes it 4:31 p.m. on the West. Here we go for your update. And we'll start in the American League. Boston Red Sox know that the magic number is 2. They do that, they will clinch the American League.
You always got to sneak a Boston Red Sox reference in there, don't you?
Hey, I got the Red Sox gear on, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to be in the playoffs.
You know what? Did you bust out your Boston Celtic gear yet?
Yeah, I got my Celtic hats and my Boston Bruin hats.
Because, Saturday opens camp. Tomorrow camp opens in the NBA. Hey, yeah.
Uh-huh, and go Celtics all the time, you bet. Anyway, in the update, Boston Red Sox know that the magic number is 2 to get home field advantage. Right now, they're off to a very good start. They lead 5-0 against the Baltimore Orioles. The Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. After sweeping New York up in the Bronx, they know very well that they are battling it out with Texas and Cleveland for the number 1 wild card spot. Right now, they lead 2-0 up in Toronto, Ontario. They've been playing red-hot baseball and could be very, very tough come playoff time. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim at the Texas Rangers. Texas needs a lot of things to happen. They need Tampa Bay and Cleveland to do a lot of losing in order for them just to barely squeak in the playoffs. They're taking on the Angels tonight. Kansas City Royals having a better year. They had a winning year, but they will not make the playoffs. They're taking on another one of the worst teams, the Chicago White Sox. The Cleveland Indians trying to hold off Texas for that final wild card spot. They're at the Minnesota Twins. Get ready for a wonderful and awesome and exciting weekend for Major League Baseball in that American League wild card. The New York Yankees at the Houston Astros, and I got to say this too, I give props to Mariano Rivera, one of arguably the best closer in the game. Last night was a tearjerker for him as he got the 4. Oh, Jeff, jeez. He got 4 outs last night, and it was a very emotional Yankee Stadium, an emotional Mariano Rivera. So this is the final. This is the gosh. Show some class here, Jeff. And then, of course, got 3 games against Houston. So they're finishing up the season and getting prepared for the upcoming 2013 season. There will be a lot of questions for the Yankees, though. Where will they go from here? Will Derek Jeter be back? Will Joe Girardi be back? Will Robinson Cano get a big 10-year, $300 million contract? That's how much money he wants.
He ain't worth that.
That's what he wants. He wants 10 years.
I don't care what he wants. He ain't worth it.
The Oakland Athletics.
I want $300 million. Okay? You don't see me freaking getting it, do you?
Well, you have to earn it. Anyway, the Oakland Athletics at the Seattle Mariners. Oakland, of course, battling it out with Detroit for the number 2 seed, and they're just sitting 2 games back behind, of course, Jeff, my Boston Red Sox for home field advantage. Moving to the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds. These 2 teams may be meeting next week for that wild card 1-game playoff.
And also if Pittsburgh wins their final 3 and St. Louis loses their final 3, they got to have a 1-game playoff to see who wins the division before they can start that wild card.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that freaking nuts?
It is crazy.
Freaking damn Pirates.
We are family.
No, we ain't.
Well, Pirates win the World Series, Jeff. You'll never hear the end of it from West.
Pirates aren't even going to get out of the wild card game, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Well, one of my friends says Jeff needs to shush it. Pirates. She's joking. Pirates at the Reds, of course, that 1-game playoff could possibly happen between the 2 teams. They're both in, so a lot to determine who will take the National League Central Division. The Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Mets, a game of little importance as both teams are not in the playoffs. They'll be rebuilding for next year. Right now, the Brewers lead 3-0. The Detroit Tigers interleague play at the Miami Marlins. Right now, it's the bottom of the second, 0-0. Got other games going on. The Philadelphia Phillies are at the Atlanta Braves. That game taking place down there. And the Braves, of course, battling it out with the Dodgers and with a couple other teams for that top seed in the National League Central. A team like the St. Louis Cardinals. And as Jeff knows, the Chicago Cubs are at the St. Louis Cardinals. And Jeff also knows he's happy because somebody other than the Pirates won the National League Central Division.
Damn Skippy.
You got it, man. Washington Nationals at the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Nationals' late run to try to get to the wild card deteriorated, gone. But they had a winning year. Colorado Rockies at the Los Angeles Dodgers. They have the National League West wrapped up. And the late game tonight, the San Diego Padres at the San Francisco Giants. And, of course, all these games are going to continue on throughout the weekend. In the NFL, the 49ers had an easy game, 35-11 over the St. Louis Rams last night. So we all got a point for that. Congratulations. We'll know tomorrow what the picks will be. In the NBA, of course, training camp beginning as the exhibition season coming up. And, of course, Jeff is all excited because the NBA season tips off in late October.
Yeah.
In the NHL, we're not far away from that. Just 6 days away from the NHL season beginning. And, of course, the new alignment that Gary Bettman put in place. For Sports World Radio on this Friday, I'm Sean Mann, the co-host. Back to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow.
Another guy who should be shot, Gary Bettman. That update was brought to you by buyhuntingequipment.com. For all your camping, fishing, hiking, and outdoor gear, head on over to buyhuntingequipment.com. That's buyhunting.